All right, let's get started here. Hello, everybody. Thank you for being live here with me. And if you're watching the replay, I'm so happy that you're here as well. So, this is day 3 of Blissfully Badass. And today we will be talking about manifestation. I have my mug here. This says, manifesting whatever the fuck I want. It's one of my favorites. Um, because you can and will manifest whatever the fuck you want. So, this is a topic that is near and dear to me. We'll get into a little bit of my story and start with manifestation. But first, just like we've been doing the past couple of days, let's talk about what it actually is. And manifestation has become a really big buzzword. Everybody's talking about it. But I don't think a lot of people actually know what it is or how to do it. It's a trend and it's cool to say it, but let's actually use it and make it a powerful tool for us and something that we have that can just really take our lives to the next level when you implement, you know, appropriate, tactics, mindset tricks, and those sorts of things. And we'll get into all of that. But first, manifestation is bringing something tangible into your life through attraction and belief. If you think it, it will come. So this is all about your thoughts, beliefs, emotions, and actions being a vibrational match for the things that you want in your life. What you emit, you attract. This is also law of attraction, which is one of the 12 universal laws. And my experience with manifestation and actually knowing what the fuck it was started 2017. This was really the start of my personal spiritual journey and diving into personal development as a whole. And it was the book called The Secret that really opened everything up for me and was like my introduction to law of attraction and the principles behind it. Since then, I've continued to just keep the principles in mind, knowing that, I everything is energy and I'm emitting a frequency, and the frequency that I'm emitting is attracting what's coming to me. So I've had so many cool experiences, little stories, big stories, just things like getting the right job with the right people that was aligned with my higher calling, just experiencing like a lot of movie moments, like things that you would see on literally in a movie. It's like, how did this happen to me? Like everything just happened so perfectly. Manifesting money in so many different ways. I recently had somebody offer to pay me $500 an hour just to talk to me because he was lonely and wanted to talk to me. So crazy shit like that. Of course, like little things too. But just to give you, an idea of what's possible, what I've experienced. I mean, I can go on and on. But let's just talk more about what manifestation is and really what the core of it is. So this principle is based in quantum mechanics. Everything is quantum physics, sorry, not mechanics. Quantum physics, everything is energy. We are energy. Your table's energy. The thoughts that you are emitting are energy. Everything that you want is energy, and energy is vibrating at a certain frequency. So you want to embody the energy of what you want. Your feeling state is really important. Since everything vibrates on different frequencies, you are getting and experiencing what you are a vibrational match for. So you have to vibrate on the same frequency of what you desire to get it. In order to get higher vibration experiences, you have to raise your own vibration. If you are vibrating at a low frequency, if you are really deep into negative thought patterns, if you're always operating from fear, insecurity, lack, then you are going to experience more things that are rooted in fear, insecurity, and lack. So we can raise our vibration to love, enthusiasm, hopefulness, optimism. You are going to be able to receive things that are vibrating at that frequency as well. So your energy and the energy that you emit is what you attract. You are a magnet for those things. It's like a radio frequency, right? Like you're tuning in to a particular frequency to listen to a particular station. Why is particular so hard to say right now? Particular. So you tune into a particular frequency to hear a particular radio station. It's similar with us. We need to tune our own energy, our own vibration to the radio station that is everything that we want and desire. Like I said, everything is energy, even our thoughts. So our thoughts are what kind of kick everything off and are the start of the self-awareness that comes with manifestation. And we've been talking about thoughts a lot this week through this series. So again, your thoughts are so important. They control so much. Your thoughts become your beliefs, which become your words, which become your actions. And then your actions become your habits. And all of that is like creating your identity. And that is something that we've talked about, I think, every single day during this workshop. Your thoughts are the foundation of who you are. They are your identity. So to change your actions, habits, your whole reality, start with your identity. Your identity is who you are. It is I am. It's your chosen personality. And your chosen personality is deeply related to your thoughts. If you're thinking, I am a lazy piece of shit, you're just going to do things that support that. That's going to become what you believe. Now, if you say, I'm motivated and inspired, you're going and you continue to say that over and over to yourself, you're going to start to see things in your reality that support that. Like we've talked about, with self-love and the personal empowerment piece, you have to be self-aware first. So you need to know yourself and then make changes. In order to change your identity, you have to reprogram your mind. So if you're saying things, just like we've talked about before, if you're saying things that you don't like, if you're doing things you don't like, you can change it. You're in the driver's seat. You have control. It is all up to you. So you have the power to choose the personality, choose your identity, and make slight changes in what you're doing now, the things you're saying to yourself now, in order to become the future version of yourself. Changing your habits becomes way easier when you start with changing your identity, because you will do things You do things way more naturally that align with your identity rather than using your willpower to change a habit. So, who are you? Who do you want to become? And work from there. Change your identity and you can change your life. The habits just become so much easier to shift and implement in a new way. So let's talk about how we manifest. Because, okay, Katie, this all sounds nice, but like, what the F do I do? The first step is getting clear on what you want and asking for it. So you need to decide what it is you want definitively. What is it? Be clear and be as specific as possible. And once you have decided, this is what I want, and you ask for it, you ask the universe, source, God, they're all the same thing. However you relate to a higher power, that's personal to you, and it's all the same. So the universal energy that is, so we're, for all intents and purposes, we're just going to say the universe for this conversation. But if God resonates more with you, use that, if source, whatever. So anyway, you get clear on what you want, and then you ask the universe for it. Hey, universe, what I really want is XYZ. Get clear. The more specific you are, the better the universe is going to be able to show up for you. At the same time, be open to possibilities. So a good example of this is receiving money. Like, hey, universe, I'm asking you for me to receive $100 today. Great. And you leave it open, don't tell the universe you want to find $100 by, just finding it on the side of the road, or finding it in your pocket. Let the universe show up for you and surprise and delight you. Don't worry about the how. Here, we're just worrying about the what. So it is, I want $100, period. That's clear and specific. And you can even say, I want $100 or something better. Allow the universe to over show up for you, over deliver for you. The universe wants to surprise and delight you. Allow it to. So once you've gotten clear on what you want and you've asked for it, do not keep asking. Don't keep asking for it. That will keep you in the vibration of wanting things. That's going to keep you in the vibration of lack. I really want $100, really want $100, really want $100. I keep saying that because I do not have $100. So ask for it once and be done with it. Once you've asked for it and you don't keep asking, start to feel as if you already have it. This is really important because, again, the universe responds to energy. The more you can get into the feeling state of what you want, the more powerful your desires are going to be. And the quicker it's going to come. The more you can connect to the feeling of already having it, the faster you're actually going to have it in reality. So you want to regularly connect to your vision. This is helping you become an energetic match for what you desire. So visualizing your future self that already has what you want to have, whether that's $100 or whether that's your dream life, you're in your dream home, driving your dream car, whatever it is. Like you're imagining yourself having it. And when you're visualizing this, again, get specific. Feel as much as you can while doing this visualization. There are so many like techniques to manifesting. Affirmations are a really popular one. Vision boards are a really popular one. Visualization, a really popular one. Scripting, so like writing it down. The key is you want to feel it. So what works best for me might not work best for you. And I encourage you to try a number of things and see what resonates most with you. See what you like best when it comes to manifestation techniques. And if you want to talk through it, if you have questions about it, please send me a message. I would be more than happy to help you and give you a whole bunch of ideas, tips, tricks, whatever. But I'm trying to keep this relatively short and digestible. So I don't want to get into all of them during this particular call. But if that's something that you're interested in, please shoot me a message and we can talk about it. But again, the key is feeling it, feeling the emotion. What is the feeling of actually having it and connecting to it as much as you want? This is keeping your focus on your desires. The next step is to take action. So you just don't sit around and wait for things to happen. If you're manifesting something easy, you're manifesting a cup of coffee. I want a cup of coffee. Okay. You cannot just expect a cup of coffee to just magically appear right here in front of you. You know, like you are going to have to take inspired action. Maybe, you you ask for it, you're feeling into it, you forget it, let it go. And then you're walking around, you're like, oh, I have to, go talk to this person or whatever. You sit down with them, they're like, oh, hey, here's a cup of coffee. You have to take inspired action throughout your day. So this requires you to be open and listening to what the universe is telling you, because the universe will send you messages. The universe is trying to talk to you. The universe wants to show up for you, but you have to be listening, paying attention, and truly open to receiving guidance. Otherwise, the universe is talking and you're just, not even paying attention. So the universe is always sending you messages. You need to become aware and open and just paying attention to everything that's going on. Also, manifestations don't happen instantaneously, and that's a good thing. Because if everything you thought came into your reality immediately, you'd have a lot of shitty things. You'd have things that you don't actually want. It takes time for things to show up in your reality. The 3D is old. What you're experiencing right now is a product of your energy in the past. So you can use that to start shifting and changing. Okay, I'm currently experiencing this and it's getting closer and closer and closer to what I want. Let me just make tweaks, and here it is. And of course, the universe is limitless. It is infinite. And you can have everything you want, but it's our minds that hold us back. So to us, $1 million feels a lot bigger than $5. To the universe, it's not. But we hold ourselves back because we think it's way bigger. So in our belief in general is that receiving $1 million is going to take longer than receiving $5. So it will, because that's what you believe. That is your belief system. Your belief system is impacting your energy. So the 3D, again, it's old. The bigger things, because you believe it to be so, are going to take longer to show up than the smaller things. So as you're seeing things come up in your 3D reality, acknowledge it. Okay, cool. Like I'm starting to see this. Like it's coming. I know it's coming. It's almost here. This is so exciting. And again, we talked about mindset probably both days, but your mindset and the way that you are approaching all of this, if you're approaching it with optimism and positivity, like you could look at it either way. Oh yeah, I see it's almost here. It's coming. I'm so excited. When is it going to show up? Oh my God, I can't wait to see how it shows up. This is really cool. Or you can say, are you fucking kidding me? It's not here yet. Like it's almost there, but it can't just fucking show up. There's a big difference in those two statements. One is inviting and exciting, and it's like, oh my God, it's coming. Ah. And the other one is like, what the fuck? You're not appreciative. And we'll get into gratitude in a moment and how powerful that is. So back to the steps. One, get clear on what you want and ask for it, and then be done. Don't keep asking. Two, feel as though you already have it. Become an energetic match for what you desire. Three, take inspired action. And then four is a letting go. Surrender, trust the universe. The universe always has your back. The universe is on your team. You are a co-creator with the universe. So believe and trust that what you want is coming to you. Again, that mindset. Know that the universe is showing up for you. It's planning, it's working out the details, it's figuring out the how, the when, all the details that you're not supposed to worry about. You only have to worry about the what and the why. Why do you want it? Going back to the feeling, if you have a strong why, and this goes back to your identity too, and making those changes. If you have a strong why, everything else becomes easier. So figure out the what and the why, get into the feeling state, and let the universe figure out the details. The who, the when, the where, the how. That's on the universe. You do your part. So when we ask for something and we trust that it's coming, it's like being at a restaurant. When you go to a restaurant, you have the menu and you figure out what you want. You're very clear. You don't go to the server and say, I think I want beef. Can you give me some beef and some vegetable? And yeah, that'll be good. Do you want a burger? Do you want a steak? Do you want a green veggie? Do you want cooked veggie? Like what are we talking about? There's too much open there. When the server comes to your table, you say, I'll have the prime rib, cooked medium rare, broccoli on the side with some mashed potatoes. Boom, easy, done. Like it is very specific. So we treat this the same way. And then you don't sit there and you're constantly like, oh my God, when is my food coming? Like, where's the server? What the hell? Like, your food is coming. So you sit there, you enjoy your company, you have great conversation, you get appetizers along the way. Okay, like, first part is here, the second part's gonna come. Okay, this is great. The universe is the server, it's the restaurant. It's okay, I'm gonna go get it and it's going to come to you. And the more you can enjoy, so the more you enjoy the time at the restaurant, you're with good people, you're having good conversations, the more you're in that mode, the more fun the whole journey is. And then your food gets and you're like, oh my God, I forgot about it. And it's here. This is amazing. Hell yeah. Cool. Oh my God, I have this great meal and it's better than I expected. You can also relate it to ordering something online. If you go to Amazon, you pick exactly what you want. You say, okay, ship, boom. You know it's coming. You know. So you just wait for it to arrive. It knows where it's going. It knows what you want. And it shows up. Manifestation works in the same way. So just let go, surrender, have fun, and allow the goods to come to you. So those are our steps. And I think it's easier said than done. Some things are simple but not easy. The hardest, I think it's really easy, determining what you want. Yes, I would love $1 million. Hell yeah. It can be more challenging to, connect to it as much as possible. So things like a morning routine where you incorporate manifestation rituals into that could be very beneficial. And this is something that I do all the time. It's morning routine. I visualize. Great. The hardest thing for me, and I think for a lot of people, is the letting go and surrendering. And this becomes easier with practice. So when I first started learning about manifestation and the law of attraction, I would start with like small things to just build up my faith and trust in the universe. I used to I used to manifest green lights when I was driving. So I get to a red light and I'm like, "Oh my God, like I need to go. The light's red." I would sit there and I would imagine the light turning green. I'd watch, the other side turn yellow, all the cars stopping, my light turning green. I can't tell you how many times I'd open my eyes and the light was green. I was like, oh fuck. Okay, awesome. It can be manifesting a parking spot right up front. Stuff like that, little things that don't carry a lot of weight or a lot of stake can be easier just so that you can start to trust the process a little bit more and like get into your groove. So again, with that, it's becoming clear what you want, focusing on it, tapping into that energy as much as you can, feeling it. And this is giving you a vision. This goes back to goal setting, which we talked about, and the power of goal setting and how that can make you personally powerful. But having that vision, just to reiterate, creates a path to the future. It's helping create a path for you to get to your future self. And that's manifesting, right? Like you're imagining your dream life. You're imagining your dream car, your dream house, your dream relationship, how much money you want, your dream career. That is future you. So creating the vision, setting the goal, whatever you want to call it, asking for it gives you focus and clarity as you move forward to that. So, one of the most powerful emotions and energies that you can tap into as it relates to manifesting or anything else is gratitude. Oh, I love gratitude. Gratitude changed my life. I had a really solid gratitude practice before, like, I was like deeply involved in the manifestation and personal development world. I had a gratitude practice that I did without fail every single morning. It's when I worked in New York City and I was commuting on the train. I would have a journal with me and I would write down 10 things I was grateful for and why. And the feeling, again, the feeling is really important. And because I was able to do that without fail every day, I was consistent with it. I saw notable changes. It was so obvious to me that what I was doing was having positive effects on my life. So the key is that you want to be grateful for what you already have because it opens you up to receiving even more. Think about like, if you give somebody a gift and they're really grateful for it and they're really happy and excited and they express it to you, and like, oh my God, thank you so much for this. I'm really grateful. And this is why, like, it makes you feel so good. And it makes you more inclined to give more to that person in the future, doesn't it? Now, if somebody instead, like, you gave them a gift and they just kind of shrugged it off and they were like, I don't know, just, nonchalant about it, or even the opposite, like they just expect it. Like, wait, what? Like, I'm not getting you anything anymore. You weren't grateful for it. Like, I don't feel appreciated. This doesn't feel good to me. I'm not going to do that for you. Energetically, it's the same. The more you can be grateful for what you have, the more the universe is going to give to you. It gets excited. It's like, oh my God, they noticed, they appreciated. I'm going to give them more, 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 more. You can also be grateful for things before you have them. So this is going back to the feeling into it as much as possible. When you can operate from the perspective of your future self already having what it is you want, and you can be grateful for the things that you are calling in, it puts you in a really powerful feeling state. You are absolutely magnetic when you can do that. And the things that you are calling in, the things that you desire, are going to come to you even faster. So tapping into gratitude as much as possible, mwah, it's a beautiful thing. This also just overall improves your perspective. It puts you in a state of appreciation, and you can see good things more. And once you can, you can start with the low hanging fruit. If gratitude is a hard thing for you, start with the low hanging fruit. Start with what's easy, and then start with, really grateful I have two eyes and I can see. Not everybody does. I have an able body, and I'm so grateful for that because I get to do the things that I love. You can start with that and then get into the deeper, harder things to be grateful for. And when you are able to be grateful for the things that don't seem like they're good things, grateful for hardships, grateful for things that you don't like, that's when you're really alchemizing your energy, and you're becoming really powerful in that. So gratitude is incredible. Another part of manifestation is removing your fear and doubt. This is part of letting go and surrendering. It's also operating at the energy of what you want to attract. So everything comes from either fear or love. So there's an emotional scale. Every emotion has a different frequency. Fear is at the very bottom. Love is at the very top. Things cannot exist in both. It is one or the other. They're either coming from fear or they're coming from love. The more things can come from love, the more positive experiences you are going to have. When we operate from fear, we're operating from lack, we're operating from doubt. And that's when we're like, at the restaurant, is it ever going to come? Like, excuse me, what the F is going on? But if it's, from love, that's when you're having fun. That's when you're optimistic. Like, oh my God, like everything is great. So listen, we all have fears. We all have self-doubt. It is part of being human, and that is okay. But what's important to understand is that fear gives us limiting beliefs, and limiting beliefs hold you back. So you want to clear them. And this is part of the awareness, understanding yourself, understanding what your limiting beliefs are so that you can shift and change them so they feel better and you're operating from a higher vibration. Fear and self-doubt keep you from achieving your potential. For all my jiu-jitsu people out there, when you compete and you're afraid and you're doubting yourself and you don't have confidence, how does that match go? On the other hand, if you're confident and you're coming from a place of love and fun and excitement and opportunity, gratitude, how does that go? They're very different experiences, aren't they? They are for me. um, but the fear and self-doubt, they subconsciously sabotage us. So this goes back to your thoughts. If your thoughts are rooted in fear and self-doubt, they're going to hold you back. If they're coming from a place of love, then they're going to drive you towards your dreams. So become aware of what your thoughts are. How are you talking to yourself? As we said, one of these days, the subconscious is controlling 95% of what we do. And the subconscious, everything is going through the subconscious. So if you're having constant negative thoughts, well, subconsciously, you're going to believe that. And your self-confidence is going to be down. You're going to be operating from fear, from self-doubt. You don't want that. You want to operate from a place of gratitude and love and knowing and feeling that you're worthy. And that's really important because we can only receive what we believe we are worthy of having. So if you're subconscious, if you're telling yourself, like, oh, yeah, I'm worthy and deserving of everything I desire, but your subconscious doesn't believe that, you're operating from a place of not believing that because your subconscious is running the show. So this takes work. This takes reframing. You have to clear them. You have to find the root of them. You have to do some journaling behind that. There are a bunch of different things you can do to clear those. But becoming aware of them is the first step, as we've talked about in the past couple of days as well in the other videos. And again, as we've been talking about, your internal dialogue is really important because the stories you're telling yourself directly impact your reality because it's the subconscious. It's the thoughts becoming beliefs. And that's all tied into your identity. And all of that ties into your words and your actions. So this is how affirmations can be powerful is when you are saying, good feeling statements over and over and over and over, you're rewiring your subconscious. You are intentionally thinking good feeling thoughts. And a component of this that is important and isn't talked about a lot is the tone that you're saying them. So let's take I'm worthy and deserving of everything I desire, just because I just said it, but it can be any of them, right? But if you say, I'm worthy and deserving of everything I desire, it feels really good. But if you say, I am worthy and deserving of everything I desire, that sounds monotonous and boring, and you don't believe it. You don't want to believe it. You're not fooling the universe. You're not fooling energy. The energy behind the second way I said the statement is way different than the first. So pay attention to the tone that you're using when you're saying these things and notice if these things are coming from a place of love or a place of fear and lack. So you want to observe and let go of your limiting beliefs and observe and shift your internal dialogue, and you are going to see the effects on your reality and everything that you desire and want to have. This is going to impact the way you train and compete. If you do jujitsu, this is going to impact every aspect of your life, your relationships, how you're interacting with your teammates, your coworkers, whatever the case may be. Really quickly here, I don't want to I could talk about this for super long, but I don't want to go too long here. I've noticed we've already been going for 38 minutes, and I wanted to keep these at half an hour. So good job to me. Just kidding. Hope you're loving it. Anyway, alongside of gratitude is the power of meditation. And meditation comes in so many forms. Meditation is super powerful. It literally rewires your brain chemistry. It has really deep beneficial effects on your life as a whole when practiced consistently. And as it relates to manifestation, is in the form of visualization. That is a form of meditation. So if you are able to sit down, relax, get into a meditative state and visualize what you want and feel it, super powerful. And just in general, meditation raises your self-awareness. If you're able to sit with yourself, be alone by yourself, you start to become way more aware of your body and your thoughts. And this is not just only in those maybe 10 minutes that you're meditating. This carries on throughout your day as long as you're consistent with a meditation practice. So if you're doing even just 10 minutes of meditation a day, you are going to become more patient with yourself, more patient with others, more self-aware, more in tune with your body. You're going to be able to get into these feeling states that we've been talking about today way more easily. So meditation, again, I could go on forever, but it's super powerful. And if you don't have a meditation practice already, I encourage you to give it a shot. It is something that completely changed my life. And I still do it almost every day now. It's like a non-negotiable thing for me. And I notice the days where I meditate versus the days that I don't. And again, there's so many different ways to do it. Hit me up if you want to talk about it, because I love talking about it. Um, so one last thing here before we wrap up is raising your vibration. And how do you do it, right? Like you're operating at some sort of frequency. You are, period. If your frequency is low and you want to raise it so that you can experience these high vibration things and experiences in your life, what can you do to actually bump that up? Part of it is your emotion. Every emotion has a certain frequency. Again, fear being the lowest, love being the highest. And then there's all of these feeling states in between, fear, insecurity, jealousy, hatred, revenge. And then at the top, hopefulness, optimism, positive enthusiasm, passion. In the middle, you have things like disappointment, overwhelm, frustration, pessimism. It just goes up, up, up. You just need to get to the next better feeling emotion. Don't focus on if you are, let's see, I'm using a reference here that is just an emotional guidance scale. And this breaks it down into 22 different emotions. But if you try to go from the bottom, let's not even say you're at the bottom. Let's say you're at hatred and rage. You cannot expect yourself to jump all the way up to contentment. That is 19 to 7. That's a lot of steps in between. You, again, the ladder analogy, you don't jump from the bottom to the top. You go rung by rung by rung. You go step by step by step. And as long as you're taking little steps, I don't care how big your steps are, as long as you're moving forward. So if you can just move to the next better feeling state, if you can get from hatred and rage to worry, that feels better. Sure, they're not exactly where you want to be, but they're better. Maybe you're in pessimism, but can you move from pessimism to boredom? And then from boredom to contentment? And then from contentment to hopefulness? So we just need to raise our vibration one step at a time. And there are so many ways to do this. And this is just really finding the things that give you joy. And if you don't know what they are, that's okay. Here's a few things that you can do. And these overlap with a lot of the self-love practices that we talked about on day one. So getting out into nature, going and seeing a sunset, sunrise, just being out in the fresh air, getting some sunlight, huge boost to your mood, your energy, your emotional state. Meditate, movement. So doing some sort of exercise, maybe doing yoga, even just like moving your body, dancing, just getting the energy flowing through your body is going to raise your vibration. Listen to music that makes you feel good. You're driving, like put on feel good music. Don't put on music that's going to make you feel even worse. You can use these things for your highest good. Go touch grass. Like take off your shoes, take off your socks, put your feet on the earth. Super grounding. It's connecting you to the earth. And it is really a powerful thing that you can do. It's so easy. Just go outside. It doesn't even have to be for long, but you are then able to just connect to the earth, be grounded. Your body and the earth are going to exchange ions. Go try it. Eat high quality, nutritious foods. If you put good things in your body, that's just going to raise the frequency of your entire body. If you're sitting at home eating Doritos and ice cream and whatever, you are not going to feel good. Might taste good in the moment, but you're not going to feel good long term. And then drink water. High quality water, even better, but drink water, and that's going to raise your vibration. So that was the longest one of the series. I even feel like we've only just scratched the surface here, but I hope this gives you a nice overview of what manifestation is, how you can start to take advantage of your own energetic frequency and use it to call in the things that you desire. Would love to hear takeaways, feedback, comments, anything that you want to share. Um, I'm here for it. And if you've made it this far with me, thank you for sticking around. And also be on the lookout because I will be opening a small group program. This is one of my mastermind programs. And we are going to be touching upon these three topics all the time: self-love, personal empowerment, manifestation, and how you can really take that to the next level in your life and get specific feedback from me, and have me in your corner, in your pocket as your personal hype woman. I love doing mastermind groups. The small group programs are so fun. And it's super cool just to have you always end up having a group of people that are just perfect for each other. And then you get to learn from each other and connect and have new friends. So if that's something that interests you, please shoot me a message. Be on the lookout for that. And with that, I hope you have the best day ever. And never forget that you are more powerful than you can even imagine, and you can have absolutely anything that you want. Until next time, bye.